Hello everyone, it's me again, like the annoying relative that just drops in unannounced. I am back, and today I think we're going to continue down the nostalgia road, at least for me. I don't know how many people this is nostalgic for, but I picked up a Nendoroid. Well, I mean, it got a redesign, so it's a little bit different, but out of the three characters that they released in Nendoroid form, this one is most similar to their original design, and that is Nendoroid 1900 Arcueid Brunestud from Tsukihime. Now, this is actually designed from the new Tsukihime visual novel. It is, and you can see me looking at it cross-eyed, trying to read the small print, a piece of blue glass. Is it blue glass? Yeah. Basically, Tsukihime started off as a visual novel back in the day, that then spawned an anime, that then spawned a manga, and yeah. So when visuals came out of like the new designs and stuff, I was getting like super excited, and then I saw like the openings and I was like, oh, new anime. Nope, just a new visual novel, sadly. I've actually watched these online. They're pretty good, so if you can like watch that online. I forgot the guy's name, but he basically like did it all, like at least the new ones, as far as like both sides of the stories, because I think they're supposed to come out with a second visual novel which goes over some of the other characters' paths, but it's basically like it's kind of like a choose your own path story, but for like computer wise versus just, you know, flipping through. So I guess a virtual, yeah, I guess that would be what you'd say instead of trying to explain it more confusingly. But anyways, in the visual novel, there's different paths based upon which character the main hero Shiki falls in love with. So in the first game, it's Arcueid and Ciel. Those are the two paths. Now I think there's like their path and then their true path. So there's like a slight difference in the endings within each path, but primarily the story follows, the way the story goes is based on which heroine he falls in love with. I got Arcueid because Arcueid was one of my favorites. I really love Ciel too. But Arcueid looked more like her original design because I remember watching the anime way back in the day, even though it's known as one. People act like it doesn't exist, because it was kind of bad for the interpretation of the source material, I guess you would say. Like, I feel like it seems like they tried to put stuff in while taking other stuff out that they really should have kept in, like Shiki's turning into Roa thing. They kind of left out of the anime, which I think would have gave it a little bit more severity to the story as far as like his struggle. But yeah, like as far as the box is just your typical. It is a pretty blue. Looking in the camera, it kind of looks purple. But yeah, real pretty color, but it's just your basic Nendoroid box. And then on the front, it has her. It does have a sticker of authenticity. And for those of you in the know, Tsukihime is done by Type Moon, which is best known for their Fate series. This does precede Fate. And she does Arcueid does actually make a appearance in Fate Grand Order, kind of more in her her princess form. I forgot what they call her, but like basically like her spirit is supposed to be associated with the earth. So yeah, that's how she kind of. I think she's the only one from Tsukihime that really shows up in the Fate universe. But yeah, like even though the anime wasn't the best, it's still fond memories for me watching it, and the soundtrack. The best thing about the Tsukihime anime is the soundtrack. The soundtrack was beautiful, haunting music, just great. Anyways, like I said, this was kind of, you know, this is nostalgic for me because this basically came out like I think when I'm pretty sure I was still in college when this came out, the anime, or when I was aware of Tsukihime, because I did go and read up on the characters and the visual novel and stuff. So kind of excited for this one. So enough of me rambling. Let's get into opening her, shall we?
Okay, and here we have her out of the box. I decided to do it this way again today for some reason. Yeah, she already has a strike against her. Y'all know how I feel about these. Like, why are we still doing this? I thought we had gotten past this point where we had to put our parts in bags. Like, really? Like, they couldn't have fit that in, like, just slightly anywhere else? It sounds more aggravating than what it really should be. Anyways, here is the main Nendoroid. She comes with an open mouth, smiley face. You can't really see it because there is a lot of plastic in here. So I guess they really wanted to protect her. Then, of course, you have the blushing face, which is really cute. And then her, like, power berserk face, which is really cool. With the yellow eyes and the slits in them. It's great. Now, in the blister packaging, you come with the cat ears, which is a cute bonus for any Nendoroid, in my opinion, because I love some cats. I love cat girls. So, can never go wrong with more cat ears. Because if I don't use them on her, I probably will use them on somebody else. Hopefully, they can be used on somebody else. Then she comes with her granny glasses. Then she comes with 2 hands that are kind of more of your attack hands because they have like her nails. So these are more of an attack. This one and then this. I think that is actually, from looking at the little picture, it looks like the piece is attached to the hand. I can check and make sure. But in the little plastic bag, we have a bent leg for action poses. And then you have, because these are doing the new style where it's cut in the middle of the arm, you have replacement bent forearms with a pointer finger and a closed fist. All right. And of course, you get the Nendoroid base and the peg, or the base, the connector. And then, of course, you get an extra neck connector. I don't know why I went over that, because I never really go over that. Anyways, let's go ahead and take her out and put her in a couple little poses. Okay, so here is her first pose. I thought I'd use as many of the effects parts as I needed to just kind of like show them off. But these are kind of like the glasses that I never saw in the original anime or any really like particular art, but I still thought that they were cute. I still think they're cute, even though there are some odd choices as far as the design for this Nendoroid. And the glasses are kind of one of them. They're not the weirdest, But you see, like, the hair goes underneath the glasses, which is just really odd to me. It just is. Like, I tried going underneath, but according to the instructions, like, you're supposed to be able to push it up through the front, which I just think is so weird. Her hair is all right. There's a couple of parts here and there that aren't great, but they're not like right here is not that great. But you're not going to be seeing it from the front, so that's not that bad. But it does look like there might be some pieces. I might go wipe that with some water and see if that comes off. But yeah, like the hair, I love the little gradient on the hair. I like it's got like a little pinkish hue coming out. I think that's really nice. But yeah, like the other thing is the skirt. The skirt is actually, this is one mold. So if you actually wanted to use this Nendoroid just for the sweater, you're not going to be able to, because I was like, okay, because there was plastic down here, I was like, okay, let me take the skirt off, because most of the time that's the way it is that it's that, you know, there's plastic right here. But I kept pulling, I was like, no, that's one piece. So I just thought that was really odd for them to do, because I've never seen that before, or like, I mean, especially with like newer Nendoroids, I've never seen it. But yeah, this was the first pose that I decided to do. So it's cute, but we're going to do the cat pose next. Okay, and here is the second pose, the pouty little cat. The image on the box actually shows her arms going behind her back. So that's kind of what I did. And I just kind of had her hands meet in the back. But anyways, I think this is a really cute pose. Now, I probably won't have her in this pose because I actually really like the action pose on this Nendoroid. But yeah, like super duper cute. It did take me a bit, and be very careful with the cat ears. It did take me a bit to get them in. They do have the little plastic pegs, but they're short. So, and it was hard to like get them in before I like completely had them stable, and so they would keep on falling out. And it was a little bit on the difficult side to try to like get them in between the slots as well. But yeah, super cute. I really do like this. And if the action pose does not work out, I may switch back to this. I'm actually going to take the ears and see if it would work with Mary, because I am supposed to be getting a replacement part for her hair, because as you know from the review I did of her hair was absolutely horrible. So I do have Yumiko with black cat ears, so it'd be kind of cute to have her with some blonde cat ears, even though it's not going to be the exact same blonde color. I am going to see if they fit on Mary. But anyways, final pose of the day is going to be the action one. Let's see how it looks. And here is the final pose of the day. I actually really like this pose. It came across very well. Now, the one on the box just shows her kind of like raising her arm. And I mean, you could like change the hand position slightly. But I gave her the bent leg, and so it makes it look like she's like on the attack. It doesn't look as static as the one in the picture with the leg. So I actually really like how that came out. And I think I am going to leave her in this. Anyways, there are a few minor paint flaws, like in the hair. I see a little bit, but nothing that's like points out to me. After Mary, everything else is kind of like, you know, I can live with it. But yeah, like she's a cute Nendoroid. I just think that some of the design choices were just a little on the odd side to me, especially with the skirt. I thought the skirt thing was a little on the odd side. Anyway, she's super cute. If you like Tsukihime, or if you like, you know, Fate style anime, manga, games, like, I'd say pick her up for sure. She's the only one out of the three that really has any action poses, and I guess that's one of the that's another reason why I was like, okay, I kind of really do want her, because I did stall on getting her for a while. But yeah, I'm satisfied with her. Nothing to write home about, but at the same time, like, not as bad as we've seen as of recent. So like any of my other videos, if you'd like, leave a like, subscribe, and I guess let me know like what other fake characters you'd like to see made into Nendoroids. I know, what is her name? There's one character from the Demonic Battlefront that never got made into an Nendoroid, and I really like her. Her name starts with a Q, but she's been on my list for them to make a Nendoroid of her for like ever since Battlefront came out, or not Battlefront, Demonic Battlefront came out. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time. Later.